While the world is busy watching wars in other regions, an entire country is silently burning. In Sudan, civilians are being hunted, tortured, and killed. People are being hanged from trees, burned alive, locked in coffins while still breathing, and brutally punished. Not because they committed crimes, but because they exist. This is not history. This is happening right now. So what is happening in Sudan? Who is fighting whom? Why are civilians facing such unimaginable cruelty? And most importantly, why is the world looking away? Sudan has been in a full-scale civil war since April 2023. The conflict is between two powerful forces, the Sudanese Armed Forces, SAF, the official national army of Sudan, the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, a heavily armed militia that grew out of earlier militias involved in past conflicts. These two groups were once allies. They worked together after the fall of Sudan's dictator in 2019, but when it came time to hand power to civilians, they turned on each other. What started as a power struggle in the capital quickly spread across the country, destroying cities, villages, and lives. This war is not about religion. It is not about ideology. It is about power, control, and resources. The main reasons are control over the government, control over gold mines and wealth, control over land and trade routes, fear of losing military power under civilian rule. Both sides want to rule Sudan, and civilians are trapped in between. The most horrifying part of this war is what is being done to ordinary people. In regions like Darfur, armed groups, especially the RSF and allied militias, have been accused of systematic violence. Reports from survivors and human rights organizations describe civilians hang from trees to spread fear, people burned alive, sometimes using fuel or oil, men and women locked in confined spaces, including coffins while still alive, entire villages burned to the ground, widespread rape, torture, and public punishment. These acts are not random. They are used as weapons of terror to force people to flee their land and erase entire communities. Many experts say this looks like ethnic cleansing, similar to the genocide Sudan experienced in Darfur in the early 2000s. This is one of the hardest questions, and the answer is painful. The world is not paying attention because Sudan has no strong allies. The conflict does not directly affect major global powers. Global media focuses more on wars involving powerful countries. Some foreign governments quietly support different sides for their own interests. There is no strong international intervention, no peacekeeping force with real power, and no serious consequences for those committing crimes. So the violence continues. This war has created one of the worst humanitarian crises in the world. Over 10 million people displaced, millions facing hunger and famine, hospitals destroyed, children dying from preventable diseases, women and children suffering the most. People are not just dying from bullets, they are dying from silence. Sudan is not just a political conflict, it is a test of our humanity. If the world stays silent, these crimes will continue. Awareness is the first step. Talk about Sudan. Share these stories, because every ignored life matters. This is not just Sudan's crisis. It is a human crisis. In Sudan, people are not asking for luxury. They are not asking for power. They are asking to stay alive. Mothers are watching their children starve. Fathers are being killed from their families. Entire communities are disappearing while the world scrolls past their suffering. History will not ask how powerful the criminals were. History will ask why the world stayed silent. If we ignore Sudan today, tomorrow another country will suffer the same fate. Silence does not make us neutral. It makes us complicit. Remember this. Every life lost in Sudan mattered. Every scream unheard was human. This is not just Sudan's pain. This is a wound on the conscience of humanity. If you believe these stories deserve to be heard, subscribe to Borderless Talks, where humanity has no borders.